So the Indiana Fever just won the Commissioner's Cup, and this is a video that I was meant to have recorded last night, but I just conked out. I just KO'd, woke up at like 2 p.m. and got straight to my parents. But yeah, I was talking about this last night, and I wanted to make a whole video on this. But it's even better now because we have the Fever versus everyone shirt. We have the Ken Swift t-shirt on right now, and this sums it all up. So, if you guys don't know, the Fever won the Commissioner's Cup. The Fever won the Commissioner's Cup, lads. And Caitlin Clark said one thing. Caitlin Clark seemed to be either goofy or drunk or anything. Or anything. I don't know. I don't know exactly what Caitlin Clark said or did, or what Caitlin Clark was, but she was either drunk or just, that's Caitlin. Or it's just Caitlin being Caitlin, which is ideal, honestly. But let's take a listen to what she said right here, because this is important.
Guys, I just know everybody in the league is sick.
I just know everybody in the league is sick.
They're pissed.
Aaliyah Boston, they pissed. Like, they...
Guys, I just know everybody in the league is sick.
I just know everybody in the league is sick. Like, straight up, that is crazy. That is absolutely crazy thing to say. But you know what? You know what? She said it. She said it. And that's, you know what? It's a good thing that she said it there. Because let's be real, Sophie Cunningham went and said it, and people were like, "Oh, Sophie, people aren't scared of you. People aren't scared of Fever." And you know what? At least the Indiana Fever team are going to go and say it. At least they are going and saying it. At least they're running with that, by the way. But if you guys don't know, the best thing for the Indiana Fever is that they think everybody hates them. The best thing is that they think everybody hates them. Like, you've got Sid Colson out here. Caitlin, we're still in like 7th place in the standings, but we'll get it up. We're going to get it up. Like, first of all, for the Fever, I'm going to talk about what this means in a video later. But I think that having the attitude of everybody is against you in sports works. It does. It straight up works. Because if you guys don't know, like, when it comes to this, there's a prime example of a manager and basically a football manager whose whole thing back when they were super successful was they were able to basically get their teams together and have their teams so close together because they knew everybody hated them. This coach would have the most absolute hated like teams ever. But the difference was that when you're hated and you know you're hated, it can bring your team together and you can win. And it was Jose Mourinho. So if you guys don't know about Jose Mourinho's Chelsea team, they played some of the ugliest football ever. Everyone hated them. Absolutely everybody hated Jose Mourinho's Chelsea. Everyone hated Jose Mourinho's Inter Milan. Everyone hated Jose Mourinho's Real Madrid. But the thing is that he was able to to bring the team together. He was able to get the team together on the basis of everybody hates us, so let's let them hate us. Let's let them hate us. It's everyone against us. We don't have any friends in this league. We don't have any friends on other teams. Like, we are the team that is being hunted. And it's like, if you are the ones being hunted, you have to give your best every game. And that's why I think that was a big reason why Jose Mourinho as a coach was so successful. He was so successful as a coach because he was able to get his teams like that. And if this Indiana Fever team is out here believing that the rest of the league doesn't like them, the rest of the league are sick, like, that is one of those things where it is a positive for a team. It is a positive for a team that they think other teams hate them. And a lot of people are like, "Oh, you know, it's probably better teams like you for free agents." No. Rival players want to go to the clubs that are quote unquote hated, that just keep beating their ass. Like, if the Indiana Fever, I don't think they're going to win a championship. I don't think they've got the talent level to win a championship. But if the Indiana Fever go and maybe not win a championship, but they go and make it to the semifinals, they go and make it to the finals, someone that they beat along the way as a free agent is going to be like, I want to be there. Because let's be real. Let's be real. If teams hate you and you are beating them, if a team gives their best effort and you are still beating them, and by the way, like I think the Lynx just didn't show up yesterday. I think the Fever weren't good, but you know what? The Fever have found a way to win ugly games. And as long as they can stop choking away leads, and that's the one problem right now is they need to stop choking away leads. But once they can start doing that, they're in really good shape. They're in really, really good shape coming into next season. And I think that when it comes to the Indiana Fever, they are straight up in the best position possible as a team, the way the locker room is right now. Because you know the way last year they were saying Christy Sides was the best coach because it brought the locker room together, how much they hated her. It was like nobody liked Christy Sides, so it brought the locker room together. Even if there are locker room issues within the locker room, if all 10 of these players, or all 11 of these players and whoever they bring in, if they're all on the same page that it is either kill or be killed, and that every single team hates us, and if we don't go out, if we are not together, if we're not a team, we are going to be killed, that is objectively a good position to be in for the Fever long term. And yeah, they're going to take, like, I say this, I was like, oh, they're going to take a few beatings. The Fever have taken one beating. The Fever have taken one beating. One beating all year, that's from the Atlanta Dream, where they just choked down the fourth. And yes, they've blown a lot of leads. Yes, they have blown a lot of leads. But other than that, the Indiana Fever have been pretty good. Genuinely, they have been pretty good. They just keep losing close games. And look, I think this Indiana Fever team, there are flaws with this team. I think we saw it yesterday that they need to just scrap the motion offense, because I understand what they're trying to run. They just don't run it properly. The problem is that their entire motion offense revolves in post players being able to pass the ball. It revolves on player movement. It involves like the ball being, every player on the team being able to make decisions. But the problem is that on their team, there is like one decision maker really, or just two decision makers, good decision makers, in Caitlin Clark and Leah Boston. Sophie Cunningham's an acceptable decision maker. They just have a lot of poor decision makers, to be honest, on the team. And I just don't think the motion offense works. Like they scored, it was a lot of luck that got them baskets. It was a lot of accidental basketball. But still, at the end of the day, that doesn't really matter. If the Indiana Fever can manage to turn themselves into Jose Mourinho's teams, and if that's all that Stephanie White does, you don't have to be a lot of the time in pro sports. You don't have to be a great basketball coach. If Stephanie White is able to instill that in the team and keep the team together, but yeah, it's a big one. It is a big one. If that's all Stephanie White does, Stephanie White is fine there as a coach. She's already better than Sides. That's all she has to do. Because let's be real. Like Phil Jackson, most successful coach ever, he was a motivational speaker more than he was a coach. It's just maybe Stephanie White needs to bring in an assistant coach who's a better offensive mind, I guess. But anyway, yeah, that's the video. I'll see you guys.